Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. It's time to continue the shutdown arc. And yes, I closed the emulator and reopened it. I was typing a description for this video that I might change again before it's uploaded, but it was just a few notes just in case I needed anything to read during this video. But I don't think that I'm going to cover all of it at the same time, because that's a lot of shit to digest, and all I really need to focus on is getting through the rest of the entire arc. I will go through things as they come up though, and this is one of the toughest parts of the entire season, because it started a bunch of weird shit for me that I'm sure some people are going to be like, really? Bullshit. I mean, I cannot fault anyone for thinking that if they do once I've actually gotten there. But I mean, I will say what I have to say about this entire situation as the plot progresses. And obviously when the first event happens, you don't discuss everything in one sitting, because that's not good storytelling, is it? And so I have to drop pieces here and there, which means I can't just cover everything in this video, or that would be too much. Now, why am I still on this screen instead of going to the stories to actually start it? Oh, it's because I want to respond to this dialogue. When I keep my eyes closed, old memories just keep coming to the surface. Oh, really? When I close my eyes, I usually see blackness or sometimes flashes of color. There was this one time where I saw this red dot in the center of my forehead, and every now and then I'll just get flashes of like indigo, purple. If I'm outside, I'll see my eyes will just go to like a very deep, it's like red with some green in the at the left upper hand corner of my eyelid. Yeah, I see colors when I shut my eyes sometimes. It's interesting. I saw something. I saw blue when I was at the dentist's office, because I kept my eyes closed. I didn't want to see anything. There was something in my, like, that light is so blinding. Why do I want to see that? But it was interesting when I was at the dentist when I saw that color, because before then I hadn't seen that shade of color when closing my eyes. So it was actually surprisingly appropriate for the occasion. I'm not going to go further because that goes into a topic I don't feel I know very well, and that's not good because of what I'm dealing with, but I will cover that later. I'm going to start the story. Again, this is one of the hardest parts of the story for me, not because of how it's probably going to start, but because of what happens later on. Let's just say that I've been through some shit. And you may not believe some of the things leaving my mouth, but I mean, I am a very changed person at this point. I have completed 1 chapter out of 6. Oh, guess how many branches there are? 6. How many branches are left? 5, along with 5 chapters. Interesting coincidence there. Anyway, I have somewhat lightened up about some of these experiences over time, but I mean, why should I just go through the entire story, pronounce it with no commentary of my own, and just no one needs to hear the entire story again over and over. Like, I have to contribute something it has to contribute something with unique value. And what is more unique than some weird experiences that some people are going to think I'm insane for going through? Although I do have a number of theories regarding why I may have experienced everything I did. And that ties into why I sometimes close my eyes and see a bunch of colors. Yes, that is related, and I'm pretty sure no one knows what I'm talking about. Which is fair, considering most of my videos are just me uploading a bunch of Duel Links. Most of my videos are just me playing Duel Links. But there are a lot of videos for this series that will come out. Yeah, I don't know how many there will be. I just know there will be a lot. A lot more than what I recorded of Duel Links, because there is a time constraint here. A long, long time ago, in a land far away, there was an evil feudal lord who caused the citizens of the land great suffering. When one of the swordsmen of the land collapsed, one man came to his rescue. The man had come from a different world and handed him a new sword. The brilliant sword. Is there a pronunciation guide for this name? Fides? Fides? I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, but I don't think that name is made up. So I'm going to type it and see if I can get a pronunciation for that later. The brilliant sword Fides. Which is probably wrong, but it doesn't sound as insulting as some of my other ideas. The brilliant sword Fides. When swung by a righteous man, the sword illuminates everything and is undefeatable. The swordsman rid the land of the evil feudal lord with the power of the sword. Overjoyed, the people requested that he stay and govern the land, and this man went on to become the founder of the prosperous Kiba family. And today, I officially inherit his title. It didn't actually shine, did it? The Fides sword. I thought that according to the legend, the sword would light up when it was held by its true successor. Oh, yeah, the sword would light up when it was held by its true successor. Okay. That's actually an interesting part of the legend, because I really doubt that he actually expects it to light up. Shion, that's nothing more than a fairy tale. It's probably true that a stranger did arrive from the red. It's probably true that a stranger did arrive from the red. What? I can speak English. What are you guys talking about? I'm in America. Shion, that's nothing more than a fairy tale. It's probably true that a stranger did arrive from the west. And the Kiba riot happened around that time in history. The story likely got embellished into the legend we know today. Yes, a lot of stories get embellished over time. I know quite a few of them. Well, maybe not by name, because I'm not gonna just think of random stories off the top of my head. I mean, there are a lot of choices. I don't have time for that. It's a good story, but it's not the truth. I seem to remember you were always very fond of that legend when you were a child, sir. What if Planet Cray actually happens to exist? Then the world could have come... Then the world could have come from there. Okay. I decided to continue that train of thought, and just because it sounds so dumb. What if Planet Cray actually happens to exist? And then the sword could have come from there. Oh, congratulations, Shion. You were great in the ceremony. You look familiar. Are you an ass? I'm kidding. I'm not trying to be rude. Utsuki, as a member of the Kiba family, you should know better than that. I don't really understand, but I'm not Japanese, so that explains a lot about why I don't get it. I heard what's going on. One of your harebrained investment schemes went belly up again. Oh wait, actually it's not about Xion at all. It's about what he did with his schemes. Yeah, that's not a good look for the family, I'll be honest. This was an innovative idea that would have really made a difference in the world. I guess it was just too far ahead of its time to work right now. I don't think you should be trying to do anything too innovative. Like, listen, dude. I've come up with some ideas of my own that are, quite honestly, very innovative. Are they good? No, not necessarily. Creative doesn't mean good, as I've learned from a lot of losses. And all those duels I've lost. Over and over and over. Yeah, anyway, we're going to move on because those times have passed. Not everyone has ideas ahead of their time. Just saying, I've had enough of these excuses. Excuse me, sir. Perhaps I could interest you in a drink? I worry that the Kiba name is too great a burden for him to bear. That's not possible. It's just, there's no way I could do something as drastic as that. Suit yourself. But this will be the last time we ever do business together. And you will be remembered as a lame duck loser of the Kiba family. No! Don't say that! Preparations are complete at my end. All that remains is for you to set things in motion. Uncle Utsuki, is everything okay? What, me? Yes, I'm fine. Well, there is something, but it's nothing. Really, nothing to worry about at all. Are you sure? If I was Xion, I would honestly think that he's up to something. But I'm not like Xion, so he's just nice about it, I guess. I mean, I understand why he would do that, considering this is his uncle, but you may admit, you may realize that I can talk about my family members in a way that's not necessarily all positive. Do I mean that I want bad things happening to them? Oh, hell no, no. That's awful. No, I don't want anything bad happening to anyone. But if someone does something bad, I am willing to talk about it. It appears numerous shareholders have already agreed to the acquisition. The Ace Corporation? We have to consider the possibility it's a shell company. I forgot what a shell company is. Yes, I did recently hear what one is, and I forgot what one is. Why did I just randomly hear about this? I don't know. I watch a bunch of random shit. I watch a bunch of random shit. Now, where did I hear about it? Was it on a legal channel? Oh, wait a minute. I think I may remember, and oh god. I'm going to move on now. There's no way I'm going to allow anyone to take over my businesses. Father, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. I would express a bit of skepticism if I was told this on the day that I was intended to inherit the company's name. Like, if I was going to do that, I'd be like, I'm not so sure everything will. We should probably be prepared in the event of a crisis. I'm 31. I'm a fully grown adult. I am not a child, and Xion is a child. Why would a child think about these things? I just don't know. Well, you know, there is something that doesn't have as much of a... I mean, you could be suspicious at any age. At Xion's age, I was often very suspicious of people. I mean, just being honest, I have a history of trust issues. I just don't make drama out of it because I know they're just personal issues. They're not something that I want to make a big deal out of, because just because I don't necessarily trust you doesn't mean I'm going to call you out on that, because it could just be my problem, not yours. However, if you have a tendency to be known as liar, if you have a reputation for lying, that's not my problem. That's you justifying my reason to not trust you. And don't worry, everything's going to be fine. I decided to come up with this long description for this video. Why the hell am I making it so long then? How am I intended to actually... Might save the description for the next video then. Just in case that happens, Okay, hold on a second. Alright, I've got a title for this video, just in case I had to make a second part to this. Because I'm really running my mouth here, and I'm not sure why, but... You might think that I'm a bit nervous. Actually, I might be, but... If I am, that's not conscious, because I'm known for running my mouth with some of these videos. Because I had to contribute something of unique value, you see. Ring! Hi, it's nice to finally talk to you, Mr. Heir to the Kiba name. My name's Ace, head of the Ace Corporation. You may have read about us in the news. Listen carefully. If you try anything funny, I'll hang up immediately. This sounds like a mafia leader calling Xion. Like, this reminds me of mafia stuff. Also, do I even know what the mafia is like? Why am I drawing a comparison that I'm not sure is accurate? Well, I do know that this doesn't sound very, this sounds very sketchy. I'm not sure why Xion is... Well, I'll discuss some of that later. Head of the Ace Corporation. You may have read about us in the news. Listen carefully. If you try anything funny, I'll hang up immediately. What is it you want? I can't discuss it over the phone. I'll send you email with the location. Meet me there at 8 p.m. tonight. Okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, I was curious what time it actually is, and it says 8:38 on my computer. Shit, it's going to get dark. And don't tell anyone about this conversation. Not even your loyal butler. Oh my god, he's being blackmailed into not saying anything. This is some awful shit. Like, he's not even allowed to say anything or something could happen. Oh, and a word of advice about your family treasure. The what's-it sword? What the hell happened to it? You guys should be more careful. Something that precious should be properly locked up, out of harm's way. There was a ceremony going on. Uncle Utsuki, well done. You came alone just as you were instructed to. You're ace, am I right? Huh, you look surprised to discover how young I am. But that surprise goes both ways. Mr. Heir to the Kiba name. What have you done to my uncle? The thing is, I told him if he brought the treasured sword to me, he might become heir to the Kiba fortune. And, like an idiot, he actually believed me. What's the use of something like this anyway? You rich people are hard to understand. I mean, what's the point? What do you want? Hey, there's no hurry. I heard that you enjoy playing Vanguard. I like playing it too. You wanna have a match? If you win against me, I'll let you have your sword back. I'll also withdraw the takeover bid. A match that has hundreds of billions and your whole future at stake. You can't be serious about this. The acquisition of the Kiba Group is about 80% finalized. I already have the shareholders on my side. The company will be mine by tomorrow morning. I can't believe how easy it was. Kinda boring. There's no thrill in it. I need something with passion. Something that'll get my blood pumping. That's why you're doing this? Of course. I like the money too. So what's it gonna be? Don't do it, Shion. That guy's dangerous. He's planning a trap for you. Be quiet and stay out of this, Uncle. And as the heir to the Kiba name, I cannot let you get away with this. It's my duty. Then let's go. Given the situation, I'm sure you have your suspicions about whether this will be a fair fight. We'll have a pack fight. We'll both use brand new packs. We create our decks for the card fight from that. What cards we get and what decks we can create from that. What cards we get and what decks we can create from them will depend a lot on luck. But it also depends on our skill level, how we use the cards we're given. Okay, 8 triggers, no complete cards, only 1 G unit. I've got a good group of grade 1s and grade 2s, so I'd better attack early using them as my core. Stand up, Vanguard! Did he say nothing about a grade 3? So, Mr. Heir to the Kiba name, you think you have everything, don't you? A huge fortune, a position of power, talent. Even so, there's one thing you don't have. You still don't know reality. We might as well take it easy. The night's still young, as they say. You treat what you do as a game. But I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. I need one more point. It'll be over with the next stride. And by the way, remember that fancy sword? Isn't there something about the owner being the true heir of the Kiba family? Yes, and there's a legend that goes with it, right? That when it's handled by its true owner, the sword becomes illuminated. That's just a fairy tale. Oh, really? Then explain that. You know, I was ready to destroy someone when I saw this. Honestly, I was pissed off during this entire card fight. I didn't understand why. I was just like, why am I so pissed? Why am I acting like why am I taking it so personally? It's kind of dumb. Seriously, why am I so offended and pissed? I got him to hold it just for a laugh. But then bingo, look what happened. It lit up. You see this, Shion? Oh wow, what do you think it could mean? It means bullshit. Do you really believe that sword is truly glowing? What are you on, you gullible idiot? It never did this when you held it. In fact, it never even lit up like this when your dad held it. And that's because you're... Oh my god, this guy's a complete and utter moron. Because I was the younger brother, I was never allowed to touch the sword. Does this mean I'm actually the true heir? Maybe the truth is everything belongs to me? The sword and the Kiba Empire. What? Guys, give me a second. This video is getting long. And also, I think I'm about to flip my fucking shit. This guy's a freaking idiot.